My name is Marine Staff Sergeant Jose Luis Sanchez. I was injured in Afghanistan when I stepped on an IED. This resulted in the loss of my left leg and several other injuries. I was personally in and out of trouble, growing up in elementary, middle school, and high school. And then there was a point where I just needed to get out of this neighborhood. And the thing that I thought that would get me out was to join the Marine Corps. Serving with my brothers meant the world to me. The day I got injured, it was about 2 weeks from coming home. We were already rotating in. They sent me to a FOB, forward observation post, to conduct a last-minute mission. Looking to the left and to the right, and then as soon as I noticed, I was just like a bam, like a real crush, like an explosion, like I got hit, like blindsided, like playing football by a linebacker. At that point in time, I didn't know what was happening or what was going on. And then as soon as the dust settled, I looked down, and then I'm just covered in blood. All I thought was about the failure, the guilt, the shame, letting my Marines down, and I just wanted to end. One guy picked me up from my arms, the other guy picked me up from my legs. As soon as they picked me up, the guy that had my legs, I just saw my leg just slide off my body. And then from there, they were able to medevac me to the nearest base, Bastion, and they put me under, and they just started triaging me and getting me going back in the process of getting me back to the States. Left leg amputated below the knee, and then my right leg was severely damaged. So it was a limb salvage leg. Just dealing with turmoil, those trials, those tribulations, just trying to keep myself somewhat alive, just survival mode, just surviving. The house, it's pretty challenging. There's times where, man, I really wish I could use the wheelchair, but I just don't have the luxury to go about or rolling around in the house or rolling myself into to take a shower, because it's not feasible. I can't get that wheelchair in there. Getting in, showering, getting in the bathtub, I'm like either hopping in, or when I hop out, like I'm hopping on one leg, and sometimes it's slippery, and I that's how I slip or run out. And sometimes I gotta crawl. There's sometimes going upstairs with my kids, they're upstairs. I don't even go upstairs. It inhibits me from just living and doing the normal things people do, showering or getting dressed or going into bed, I depend very heavily on my prosthetic. If I don't have it, then, I just gotta figure it out. Since being injured and up to this point, man, I've been up and down, in and out of places and homes and hotels, motels. With, I guess, the injuries comes with anger and just not caring, for myself. I love to care about others. I pour myself into other people, acts of service. That's what I've done. Through my own injuries, showcase my story and lead by example about how I move, doing races, doing marathons and stuff like that. So that's been my hobby, is helping other people, doing for others, but doing for me, I could care less. I didn't really care about me, and in the process, I was just holding on by a thread. I found out that, man, I was still hurt, I had to love myself and get in a relationship with me and love me. It was a very hard thing to do. This gentleman, a person named Juan, he got me in contact with Homes for Our Troops. I didn't know what the program was at first, but they're like, hey, this is what we do, this is where we're going. The guys were just so helpful, and I was like, okay, now I'll put in the application, and I'm here now. Just being able to have a home, just a stable place. It's just been so long, right? So what it means to me, it means just that normal, just peace of mind, just a be home, just having a place where if I do need to use my wheelchair, being able just to navigate everything, that would be like so wonderful to be able to do. Being able to roll in the shower or getting in the tub, not being afraid or being scared to be like, man, I'm gonna injure myself. That is like very comforting. The biggest thing is being a father to my two girls, one that's already right now 16 and my 6-year-old. It's been the hardest thing, is to be present. I've never been present, I've always in the past or in the future, but I could never be here to witness life, you know what I mean? And just finally being present here without all that external stuff happening. And the thing is just being able to be a father to them. I've been unstable for about 15 years, and just even the inclination of the thought of being able to have some normalcy, like it makes me emotional, brings me to my tears. Like, there's just no way like how this could even be. Homes for our troops is a blessing. You guys are just a beautiful group of individuals just doing things out of your heart, and there's no words to explain. Y'all literally are changing lives and changing one world at a time for veterans that don't feel that they should be recipients of this, and in doing so and providing that it's invaluable. There's no words to say. What y'all do is just a beautiful, wonderful, wonderful thing.